guys, my name is Katie and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, if you couldn't guess by the title, is I'm going to be trying HelloFresh meals for a week.
What a wonderful.
For those of you that don't actually know what HelloFresh is a subscription recipe box. So basically what happens is you can pick how many people and how many meals you want per week, and all the exact amount of ingredients will be sent for those recipes directly to your door. So as I live with my fiance, so we have actually set it up for 2 meals per week, and we're actually doing 4 days. So when I've said that I'm doing it for a week, we'll be doing it for 4 days because that is the length of our subscription. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video because I will be giving my opinions on HelloFresh, and also I'll be giving a review on all of the meals that we've tried in the week. So let's dive straight in and go on to day 1 of me cooking HelloFresh meals. So today is the first day that I'm trying HelloFresh for a week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the first day's meal out. So today we're going to be cooking a sweet potato coconut dal. I'll say I've never actually cooked this recipe before. So my first steps is to get all the ingredients out and get everything prepped. Okay, so I'm just adding the oil to just fry off the onions, just to soften them off, so that shouldn't be too long. Well, that's a little bit more oil than I was expecting. Okay, next we're going to go in and add the ginger. Also going to be adding the Sri Lankan curry powder. Also guys, look how small this packet is, it's so cute. And also the tomato paste. Now as this recipe is for 2 people, I'm going to be adding 300 ml of water. Also the coconut milk. Okay, so the last time I used this, I put it in the fridge and it went really hard. I put it in the fridge again, but I got it out a little bit before, and you can see it's slightly runnier this time. And also the vegetable stock powder. And now we're going to add the sweet potato and also the red lentils. Just going to season it with some salt and pepper. Now we're going to let it simmer for 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, so we're now going to make the salsa. I'm hoping you can hear me because I've got the extractor fan on. But yeah, so firstly we're going to chop up the coriander. Next we're going to get the lime. I'm just going to cut this in half. I'm going to put half the lime into the bowl with the coriander. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of oil into this. And I'm also going to be adding the Dukkha spice mix. I'm definitely pronounced that wrong. Dukkha. Either way, I'm adding this. It's got lots of little different bits of seasoned herbs and spices in. So let me add this in. I'm going to give that a little bit of a mix. Okay, so just while the curry is actually finishing off, the next part of the recipe is actually to make a cheats version of chapatis. Now, on the recipe it says to do 2 per person, so there's 2 of us, so I'll be doing 4 in total. However, there is 8 in this pack, so I've either got the option to cook all 8, which seems a bit excessive, or I'm going to have 4 left over, which I'm probably just going to leave the 4 extras left over that I can have them as part of my lunch one day this week, because I obviously don't want to put them to waste, but they have actually sent more than what's actually required. Ready for my chapatis, no oils needed, and it's 30 seconds on each side. So the curry's actually cooked now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the lid, and then I just need to add the spinach. Okay, so I'm going to put in the first chapati, we're going to put in 30 seconds. This is the final result. Welcome to day number 2, and today's meal is going to be black bean and sweet potato stew. And it says it should take 45 minutes to cook, so I'm going to go ahead and get started on this one. Okay, so the first step is for me to actually roast the sweet potato. Luckily today, unlike yesterday where I had to actually prep it, today's actually come already prepped in a bag, so it's much easier for me. So I just need to literally just put this onto a baking tray and put it in the oven. Apart from the sweet potato, this is actually all the ingredients for this recipe, so I'm hoping that the meal's actually still going to have a lot of flavour. But the first thing to prep, which is our onions, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, it's on this. I'm just gonna chop it up now. Guys, is anyone else the same? But I absolutely hate cutting up onions. I think it's just because they're so slippery that I'm always scared that I'm actually gonna cut myself when doing it. Okay, so I've got this all chopped up now, so I'm just gonna put it in a bowl. Okay guys, the next thing I'm actually gonna prepare is the garlic. Now one thing I have actually noticed with HelloFresh meals, so this is my second week doing it, and in the first week they did send a garlic bulb, but you only need really 1 clove per meal. At the end of the week we've still got like half the garlic to go through, and then the next week send another one. So in this recipe it does actually say just have 1, but I'm actually going to put 2 in. Lastly, I'm just going to trim the spring onion. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of oil to this one. I'm next going to add the onions and also the garlic. So I've actually just noticed that we're actually missing one of the ingredients. We're actually missing, I think it's called harissa paste. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. But it's actually missing, so I will be contacting HelloFresh in regards to that, because it should be in the bag and I can't seem to see it anywhere. Okay, so guys, so it should be at this point where I should be adding the harissa paste. Still definitely saying that wrong. But obviously we don't have it, so I'm just gonna have to miss out that step and contact HelloFresh in regards to that. So the next step for me is to add in some water. So it's going to be 200 ml of water for 2 people. I'm just get that added. And it says along with the vegetable stock powder, so I'll just put that in as well. And we're also adding the chopped tomatoes with onion and garlic. While that's doing, I'm just going to be draining the black beans and giving them a rinse over. Okay, so one of the ingredients I did actually forget to mention because I actually left it in the fridge by accident. We'll be also adding Povero Nero. Again, probably pronouncing that wrong. Basically it's a type of cabbage. It is actually quite a big bag of it, so I don't know if I actually want to add it all, but we'll see when we get to that. I'm now going to go in and add the black beans. So I'm now going to also add I am just going to call it cabbage because we both know I can't pronounce it. Okay, so I've just got the sweet potato out of the oven, so I'm just going to add this into here now. I'm just going to give this a mix, so that's definitely got a lot thicker now. So I'm now just going to start dishing this out. I've got it all plated out now. The last things to go on top is the spring onion and also the Greek yogurt, which also I forgot about. Neither of us really like this, but it's part of it, so we're going to push it on. Okay guys, so these are the final results. That is the end of the second day's worth of cooking. I'm now actually going to sit down with my fiance and watch some Line of Duty, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day number 3. Welcome back everyone, and welcome to day number 3. We're going to be cooking fried bean and mushroom tacos, so I'm going to get everything out and get cooking. So a lot more ingredients today. So we've got the actual tacos themselves, all the bits here, and there's also the feta in the fridge. Chop up the mushrooms. So now I'm just going to grab the lime and cut it into wedges. We're just going to drain and rinse the red kidney beans next. I remember me saying yesterday about my garlic, so this is what I've still got left from last week, so I'm going to use 2 of these again today. I'm going to add a little bit of oil again. Just going to add the onions and let them soften off. I'm now going to add the mushrooms. So next I've added the garlic. I'm now going to put in the tomato puree paste, the cumin, the paprika, and also the kidney beans. We're adding 75 ml of water along with the vegetable stock powder. I'll put in some pepper. Now I'm going to make the chipotle mayo, some mayonnaise, and also the chipotle sauce. Okay, so I'm now just going to give it a mix. Okay, so it says that actually you need to be able to physically drizzle this, so it says to add a little bit of water. So I'm just going to do that now. Okay, so I've added a bit more water, so it is a lot more drizzly now. The issue that last time I had tacos from HelloFresh, I feel like there wasn't enough sauce. So I'm very intrigued to see if there is enough sauce on, or for these ones as well. I'm just going to trim the lettuce. Okay, so I've just got the feta out the fridge. I'm just going to crumble this up now ready. So I don't know if you can remember from the other day when I made chapatis. There was actually too many tortillas. in the packets. I had some left over. I have now used them for lunches. I've actually made some like garlic bread pizza with those as the base. Anyway, that's beside the point. So tonight, obviously, we've got the tacos, and in the pack there's 6, and you're only meant to be having 2 per person. Now, I spoke to my fiance. I did say, do you want, to have a little bit less in each and have 3? But no, we are going to still stick to the 2 and use the other 2 again for another lunch. So I'm going to start doing those now. So I've just put the tortillas, well, the tacos in the oven, and I put the timer on. It was for 2 minutes. So yeah, so they shouldn't be too long now. And welcome back to the final day that we're going to be cooking HelloFresh for this week. And today's recipe is a coconutty Caribbean kidney bean stew. That's a bit of a mouthful, but yes, so I'm going to get cooking this, and hopefully it does look nice, so fingers crossed. Here's all the ingredients that I'm going to need for tonight, so I'm going to start and get prepping. That's a nice change, guys. We've got a red onion. So we've got a green pepper. In my personal preference, I do prefer red, but green is what they've sent. Just going to go in with another garlic clove. Then I'm just going to get my lime and chop that in half. Okay, so I've actually just noticed that we're once again missing another ingredient. We're actually missing the coriander. Luckily, I do actually have some in the cupboard, but this is something else I will be contacting HelloFresh about. The garlic and also the poudre de Colombo. Definitely pronouncing that wrong. Okay, so next going to add the coconut milk. I'm going to add a little bit of water as well. And I'm also adding in the vegetable stock powder. Okay, so now I'm just going to add the spinach. That seems a lot of spinach. Okay, so it does say to add the chili pepper on top, but personally I'm just going to mix it in. Just because my fiance is not a massive fan of chili peppers, so I want to try and disguise this as much as I can. Okay guys, so it would actually be at this point that I would add the coriander. However, as I said, it is actually missing. Since I've actually, what I think has been cooking, I have actually contacted them on the app. And I've selected, exactly what meal it's missing from, and they've automatically credited me £3 to use on my next box that doesn't already have a discount code. It's great, obviously, they've had such a quick response, so I just thought I'd give you an update on that. So the stew is actually done itself. So next we just need to cook the rice that's in this packet. So I just need to cook it as per the instructions on the back. So I'm just going to put it in the microwave now just to get everything finished off. Okay, so I'm just going to turn this on. I'm just going to put it on for 1.5 minutes. Oh dear. Thought this was a fun result. I actually need to squeeze a little bit more lime on top. So let me just go ahead and do that. So I hope you have all enjoyed watching me cooking, or in some cases trying to cook. So my overall opinions on HelloFresh, I feel like there's a good variety of meals to choose from, whether that be meaty ones, vegetarian ones, plant-based ones. They have such a range of different ones. There's lots of flavour in them, they're filling, and I do also think they're a good value for money. So I'm just going to go through each of the meals that I've had this week that I've cooked. I'm going to give just a quick review and a score out of 10 on my personal opinion on them. So the first one was the sweet potato coconut dal. Now this one, it was very creamy, but with the coconut milk it wasn't spicy at all. It was a bit like a korma, but at the same time it was very filling, and I would say overall I want to give this a 7 out of 10. On day 2 I had the black bean and sweet potato stew. Now, out of all the meals I've had this week, I would say that this was actually my least favourite. I think it's just mainly because it was very tomatoey, but it didn't have much else going on with it. It was filling, but I feel like it was just missing something. So because of this, I'm actually going to give this a 5 out of 10. So on day 3, we had the tacos. Now, the tacos, they were amazing. I would very happily have them right now if I could. There was one concern when I was actually making them, as I did actually mention, in regards to the sauce. I was, a bit concerned that there might not be enough sauce, but I can guarantee that there definitely was enough. We actually had some left over, in fact. So yeah, so it was very tasty, had lots of flavour, and there was plenty of sauce. So with this, I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. And finally, we had the coconutty Caribbean stew. Now, once again, this was also a really good meal. Again, lots of flavour, was still filling. I find it difficult to choose a favourite between this one and the tacos. They're both up there. So I do also want to give this one a 9 out of 10. I can't actually pick between the two which one I prefer more. I hope you have enjoyed watching me trying HelloFresh for the last week. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.
What a wonderful world.